Okay, we're back with another episode of High Rate Edison today. Today we have Carly on 875 going up against P Stein on 650. So Carly would have been in the top 100 at the time of this recording, but P Stein a little bit further away from the 200 mark than we like to feature, but they are on something cool, and it's an interesting match with some interesting cards that I don't think I've covered before, so I wanted to check it out. So opening hands are Armageddon Knight, Red MD, Wyvern, Greffa and Dark Horus. Dark Horus, not covered this before, but this is a level 8 Dark Dragon monster, very specifically a dragon monster. Once per turn after resolving a spell card that was activated during your opponent's main phase, you can target one level 4 or dark monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. This card must be face up on the field to activate and to resolve the effect. So it's not typically something you see in Edison format, like monsters on your field summoning stuff during your opponent's turn off their effect when they do something. So yeah, bit of an interesting card to see, but we'll see if it comes into play. On this side they've got 2 Pyramid Turtle, Bottomless Krebons, Goblin Zombie and Raigeki Break. So this looks like the kind of zombie synchro deck. We'll see if they've also got a Diva engine or if it is just psychics they're relying on there. Okay, sets the Pyramid Turtle, sets the Bottomless now passed. Your turn is trading. They're going to trade in away the Dark Horus, pick up Phantom of Chaos and Rota. Oh no, Rota's into the Necro Gardener now. So they can pitch the Red MD with the Greffa summon and then use the Greffa to get rid of the Necro and the Norleras, and then they can Phantom of Chaos, copy the Norleras now, blow up the whole field and hand, and get to draw one. They draw into Norleras, pass draw into MST. Okay, pass draw is Burial. Yeah, in end phase they're going to Wyvern, bring out the Red MD, and pass. Draw for turn is Burial of their own. Draw for turn is Allure. Okay, Allures into Gold Sark and the Dark Creator. Yeah, gets rid of the Norleras. Then they can Red MD into the Dark Horus. Yeah, they would have had 5 Darks engraved, but this can only be summoned if you don't control anything as well, right? Or you control no monsters, yeah. Yeah, okay, so they're not missing a line here, it doesn't exist. Brings out the Dark Horus now, and they're going to get in with Red MD, get in with a big 3k Dark Horus, and then they're going to Gold Sark for the Future Fusion. Jesus. What else does this deck need? Okay, yeah, draw with Zombie Master, and P Stein is just going to scoop it up there. Yeah, okay. So they are going to get to go first in game 2 though. So opening hands, Gold Sark, Wyvern, Red MD, Greffa and Burial, going up against Mali, Krebons, Telekinetic Power Well. If you've never read this card before, it's a quick play spell. Special summon any number of level 2 or lower psychic monsters from your graveyard. You take damage equal to the total levels times 300. This is kind of used in like Weladad decks, the Edison variant of like Teledad, and it's also used in like Psychic OTK, so I forgive you if you've never seen it before. Zombie Master, Allure and Raigeki Break. Okay, they're going to Allure now. Allure into Mali. Decree is not great. Going to pitch the Zombie Master now, summon the Krebons and set the Raigeki Break. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Draw for turn is Tomato, so they're going to Gold Sark away the Future Fusion, set the Tomato pass. Okay, Foolish as a draw there is good. That unlocks like Plague, Spin 1, plays there, which is good. I'm just wondering what the most efficient way to play this hand out is, because you could very easily play every card in this hand right now and might not win. So they can Raigeki Break, get rid of the monster by pitching one of the Malis. They can Foolish a Plague, stack for the Plague, bring out, but then they just end up with 2 tuners. They contribute summon the Mali. Let's just see what P Stein does. They clearly have a better grasp of this deck than I do. Yes, they tribute summon the Mali. This is going to use a lot of the cards in hand though, this line. So then they can Power Well back the Krebons, use those for a Dark End. Dark End's good here. It's really good. Foolish is the Plague. Then they can Plague, top deck the Mali to summon. And then they can Mali, yeah, bring out Mali. This is another level 8. They choose Colossal Fighter. Yeah, I mean Colossal Fighter gets big, right? So I guess the idea is that if they get a Red MD or a Dark Horus in rotation again, it can potentially outpace it. Yeah, they're gonna Dark End now, get rid of the Tomato, get him for 21, get him for 29. Yeah, that feels okay. They also now keep the Raigeki break for the future fusion, which is good. Yeah, draw for turn is Dark Horus now, which they're going to pitch to special summon Dark Grepher. Then they're going to summon out the Red Eyes Wyvern. Big think here. Yeah, they're going to let that go. Red Eyes Wyvern turns into the Red MD. Prio, they bring back the Dark Horus now. Yep. Dark Horus can get over the Dark End. Yeah, is that... Yeah, okay, I think that's fine. I was going to say, I wonder if there was a way they could do more damage, but obviously this just keeps coming back. And that is the better option. So it sets the Burial now. Pass, draw for turn is Burial of their own. Yep, nice. Yeah, big think on what they can do here. I still think you have to save this Raigeki break for the future fusion, right? And actually, yeah, if they go after the Dark Grepher here, they'll put another Warrior in Graves. This feels good. So Colossal goes into the Dark Grepher, gets it up to 3,000 now. Main 2, set Decree, and pass. Yeah, they're gonna... Okay. Yeah, they're gonna put back the Mali, the Zombie Master, and the Red Eyes Wyvern. I assume that was just to take them off dad numbers. Yeah, they would have been at dad numbers. The Gold Sark. What is going on here? Oh, okay. Yeah, so they're resolving. Yeah, okay, I get it. They're resolving an effect of a spell card with Dark Horus on the field. So they get to summon out the Mystic Tomato. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's nice. Nice. Okay, so draw for turn is Norleras, and they're going to get Future Fusion during standby. They're going to Future Fusion now. Yeah, big thing here. They're going to Raigeki break, pitch the Burial to get rid of that. Yeah, I mean, they'd held the Raigeki break long enough. That was definitely the right choice. Red MD is going to bring out the Wyvern now. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they burialed this, right? Yeah, that's right. Cool. Draw for turn is another copy of Raigeki break. Colossal Fight is going to go into the Red MD. Yeah, they also powered up the Colossal Fighter by putting those monsters back, right? So yes, they took them off numbers, but they also put another warrior in the back row. Yeah, interesting. Okay. Okay. Draw for turn, there was a Wyvern. They're going to go into the Colossal Fighter with the Tomato to bring out the Plague. Right, I was going to say, there's a really big Colossal Fighter. Yeah, maybe Carly not math in there, or maybe just having a bit of a laugh with us. But opening hands, game number 3 are Crow, Krebons, Mali, and Teleport. Yeah, I wonder if they play more than 2 Psychics for the Teleport to be live. We'll find out though. Gold Sark, double Norleras, Rota, Mystic Tomato, and Lightning Vortex. Okay, interesting they chose Lightning Vortex going first. They're going to Gold Sark away the Future Fusion, set the Tomato, and pass for turn is Armonite. They can Krebons get into the Tomato. That's going to bring out Phantom of Chaos. Yeah. Phantom of Chaos. I mean, Phantom of Chaos, Lightning Vortex, and Norleras is crazy. Okay, they're going to Lightning Vortex, Norleras, copy. Yeah. Or they attempt to copy. That is going to get met with a Crow, though. So, Rota out the Grepher now. Grepher, dump the Norleras and the Necro. Yep. So they've got it for next turn at least. Draw for turn is Foolish. I wonder if actually maybe they're meant to Necro, or they're meant to Grepher next turn to not reveal kind of too much. But okay. Draw for turn is Foolish now. Yeah, now they've got some fun plays they can do. So Armonite can dump a Gardener. Yeah, I wonder if the play was Armonite dump a Gardener. Sorry, Armonite dump a Mali. Foolish for Plague. Stack for Plague. Then Mali for a free level 8. And then maybe make a Goyo or something. Yeah, I don't know. This deck is really interesting. I don't know how you're supposed to play it though. So maybe this is just right, and I'm giving P-Stein a hard time for no reason. Okay, they're going to Necro to stop the Armonite attack. Then they're going to bring out the Krebons to get through the Phantom of Chaos now. Use those for a Goyo. Yeah, maybe that was the play. And pass. Draw for turn is another copy of Phantom of Chaos though. Wow. Cannot catch a break. You're getting Norleras one way or another. So Future Fusion coming back. Maybe they don't actually. Maybe because they've got Future Fusion on the go now. Maybe the players actually just play out the game as is. Okay. No, I was wrong. Yeah, they're just going to clear up. I guess that's the idea actually. Get the Wyverns and the Red MDs out of the deck so you can use these later. And still Norleras. Okay. Yeah, I mean, actually not doing anything with the Malicious last turn is helpful here. It's really helpful. Draw off the Norleras was a law. They're going to pass. Draw for turn is Turtle. Turtle's going to get in for 12. Yep. Pass. Draw for turn is Phantom of Chaos. Yeah, they're going to go to end phase. They're going to bring out a Red MD or 2. And they're going to pass. Draw for turn is Goblin Zombie. Yeah, set the Goblin Zombie. Put the Pyramid Turtle to defense and pass. Draw for turn is Red MD. They're going to allure now. They're going to draw into Dark Horus and Dad. That Dad is... How is it? It's oversubscribed, but not massively. Yeah, I wonder if they've got a way to fluctuate these numbers. Phantom of Chaos now. Yeah, going to copy the Dark Creator. The Dark Creator. Yeah, wow. This is really cool. Yeah, so Phantom of Chaos there copies the Dark Creator. The Dark Creator, once per turn you could banish one Dark monster from your graveyard, target one Dark monster, special summon it. They're going to use that to summon the Greffer, and that leaves them on 2 Darks. What can they do here? They can Greffer, get rid of the Horus, dump a Plague. Yeah, and then actually this is this is Plague next turn if they even make it to next turn. Summon out the Dad. They will make it to next turn though, because there's floaters in here. Yeah, so Red MD is going to bring out Dark Horus as well. So Turtle's going to float into Turtle. Yeah, and into a Goblin Zombie. Yeah, that's going to float into big thing from Peace-Stein here. Zombie Master in the hand though, and then this Goblin Zombie is going to grab Mizuki. Yeah, and then they're going to take the 3k to the face and pass. Okay, yeah, you've got to do something here. You've got to do something huge. You've got to clear everything, because otherwise this Dad next turn is just going to kill you. Okay, what can they do? Yeah, Zombie Master coming out now. Dumps Mizuki. Special summons the opponent's Plague. Yeah, they can use those for Doom Kaiser Dragon. Plague Spreader on one non-tuner zombie monster. When this card special summoned, you can target one zombie monster in your opponent's graveyard. Special summon that target to your field in attack position, but destroy it when this card leaves the field. Okay, so I can use that to ladder up into a level 8. Colossal is good. What's it at though? Because it can't go... Yeah, at 32 it can't keep like recurring itself and getting rid of stuff. And actually, even if you just clear one monster field now, you need to clear 2 monster fields to set yourself up into a Dad play on their side. Mizuki now for the Doom Kaiser. Doom Kaiser can repeat the process, and then they can Mali into Mali. Wow, this is such a cool game. That makes a Dark End now. So Colossal Fighter can get into the Red MD. Dark End can get into the Phantom. Doom Kaiser can get into the Greffer. And then Dark End can pay to get rid of the Red MD, and that has well and truly shut off the Dad, right? There's no way they can adjust the figures now. Sets the Raigeki Break and pass. Draw for turn is the Gold Sock. Yeah, Dark Horror is going to take out, or attempt to take out the Dark End. That's going to get met with Necrogard now, and Peace-Stein has somehow come back and taken it after getting Norleras twice, and getting that seemingly enormous field to overcome. Wow, that was incredible. Never have I read Doom Kaiser Dragon before, but what a cool card. And it's only when it's kind of special summoned as well. I'm just checking. It's not even when it's synchro summoned, so it does work off being revived. Wow. I mean, this is such a cool game. This Dark Horus Norleras deck with the dragon stuff and the Future Fusion, I mean, just incredible. And Kali is, up into the top end of the 800 rating mark at this time, which would have been well into the top 100. That is hugely impressive. you know, set up a dad play, you know, set up a lot of things to go well there for them, and just overcome by this Synchro zombie deck. I mean, it was so cool. Wow, I really can't believe how unbelievable this match was. It's lots of synchros, lots of cool techs and like fun stuff happening. Yeah, the floaters surviving, you know, helping them survive until they could get to a zombie master and a Mizuki play, and then coming into that turn just totally hopeless really, and then ending on this kind of board enough to shut it down, and then next turn, yeah, you've got Dark End or Colossal, or just attack. Like you're so up on that. So yeah, Peacetime really pulled it out of the bag that time. Their rating disparity here not, you know, being a factor to their thinking. They just went in and absolutely torched it in this game 3. Really cool match to watch. Glad we caught this one, and so fun to see, you know, Zombie Synchro doing what it does.